Welcome to another edition of Table Tennis World. In this episode, we're off to the Netherlands for all the action at the World Table Tennis Championships. We'll take a peek at the organisation of the event. And we'll see how the hundreds of competitors were fed in Rotterdam. The Netherlands Table Tennis Association celebrated its 75th anniversary in style as the city of Rotterdam played host to the GAC Group 2011 World Table Tennis Championship. After months of hard work, the Dutch province in South Holland was all set and ready to welcome the world of table tennis into the Ahoy Arena for 8 days of high-level competition. Table Tennis World caught up with the tournament director, who gave us an insight on the sheer scale of the event.
Around 715 players entered at the end the event from 143 associations. We play the matches at 40 tables. We do it in 2 playing halls. We are now in the practice hall where we have 32 practice tables. Only for this we need a 7,500 square meter flooring. And under the jet floor mats is a wooden floor, so also 7,500 square meters of wooden floor. Really, that was a big challenge for the volunteers and the companies to install this all within 2.5 days. We had some other challenges. Rotterdam is not a big city. We don't have hotels with more than 250 rooms in it. So the maximum capacity we have from each hotel is 150 rooms. And we need 1,300 rooms only to accommodate players, coaches, officials, umpires.
A major feat for a small city, but Rotterdam proved to be an impressive host to a gathering of the best of table tennis. More than 700 players registered for the men's and women's singles competitions, where 64 were seeded, with an additional 32 players receiving direct entries to the main competition. The others went through a grueling qualifying phase to fill a further 32 slots in the main draw. It was possible that just to reach the main draw, a player would have played 5 matches. There was no question that China started as favourites to conclude the event with the most medals. The Chinese were simply superb 2 years ago in Yokohama, where they occupied almost all the spaces available on the podium. Would there be a repeat in 2011? We start our roundup of the competition with the mixed doubles final, and a familiar trend continued. As expected, it was an all-Chinese affair. The impressive pair of Chun Chao and Chao Tsung overcame the partnership of compatriots Hao Shui and Mu Zi in 5 games. For Chao Tsung, it was a second consecutive mixed doubles title at a World Championships. For China, this kicked off their ensuing dominance in Rotterdam. More action from Rotterdam in just a bit, but for now it's trivia time. In which year and in which city was the first World Table Tennis Championships held? Was it in 1926 in London, in 1928 in Stockholm, or in 1929 in Budapest? Back with the answer after the break, and also all the action from the women's singles finals. And we'll find out how the hundreds of athletes were fed during the tournament. Welcome back to the show, and here's the answer to our trivia question. The very first World Table Tennis Championships was held in 1926 in London. And the next 2 editions of the competition were held in 1928 and 1929 in Stockholm and Budapest respectively. We're back at the Ahoy Arena in Rotterdam for the women's final. After a week of grueling competition, the women's singles final was a match-up between top seed Li Xiaoxia and third seed Ding Ning, an all-Chinese duel yet again. Li Xiaoxia arrived in Rotterdam as the new leader in the current women's world rankings and as the top seed in the tournament. And she continued her impressive form in Rotterdam. Li dropped just 2 games on her way to the final, including a convincing 4-0 victory over 4th seed and compatriot Guo Ye in the semi-final. Ding Ning is arguably the most impressive player to emerge from the ITTF Pro Tour this season, and she looks to cement her rise to elite status in the women's rankings with victory in the final. Ding managed comfortable wins in the early rounds of the tournament, dropping just one game against Japan's Kasumi Ishikawa before coming through a 6 games encounter with compatriot Liu Shiwen in the semi-final. The third seed drew first blood when she took Game 1, 12-10. The match intensified in Game 2. Li responded positively, and at 10-6, she was 1 point away to tie the match.
And Li within 1 point here. Deng with the serve. Takes her wide right, then left. Great play by Ding. You can see stretching Li first to the right side, then the left to nail that point down. Li. Oh, you can see in 2 minds there which direction to go, so she top nets that one. Trying to go into the body of Deng, but the third response just a bit long, so Deng in command at the moment. And doing a good job of mixing up the serves, as you can see, confounding Li that time. Nice high arcing toss. And splitting Deng that time to the right side off the forehand for the winner.
It was not to be for Li. An impressive comeback by Ding Ning, 2-0. Game 3. Ding brushing off a comeback effort by Li to clinch it 11-9 and lead 3-0. Seven all in Game 4, and just one more to win it for Ding, but Li Xiaoxiu had other ideas.
The rally of the match thus far, Li eventually getting the winner straight into the body of Deng, and here the serve. With the spin, the straight up backhand, playing defensively, but Deng can't hold it. And Li down that backhand line to gather the point. Li again brushing the strokes, but Deng catching an edge that time. In fact, that was off. Li trying to wrap it up and can't get it. Taking a long time in between serves. Deng that time taking something off the ball.
Li then pulled off another comeback in Game 5.
And Li, that time with Deng hitting long, doing a nice job taking some pace off the ball. Whipping backhand cross table shot by Li. And Deng not able to do anything with that top spin lob.
An impressive fight back from Li Xiaoxiu, and with momentum on her side, she raced ahead in Game 6. Then came Ding Ning's reply.
Deng in trouble at the moment. Playing defense, all backhand. What a rally. Finally getting a wide shot. And this time, Deng doing all the work from the backhand right into her body. Brilliant paddle control. Really winding up that time. And Lee into the net. At full stretches, Dang out of the point, but look at the response. So Dang on the comeback trail. And Lee giving her the opportunity. Look at this, nice and wide, sitting up fat for her, able to take it down the line on the forehand side. Dang, all forehand. Lee trying to squeeze her to the backhand. Watch this shot right here by Dang. Off the top of the net, rolling off the back part of the table into the air. And again, taking some pace off of it. And there it is again. Just a blocking response. The topspin getting the best of Lee. Showing signs of frustration, squandering this big lead. Game point here for Dang. Great flexibility and body control, and there it is. Dang has done it, coming all the way back from 7-4 to take this match. Overcoming Lee Xiaoxia.
A fantastic recovery and brilliant display of table tennis from the world number 3. China's Ding Ning, the new world women's singles champion. In the men's doubles final, 2009 runners-up Ma Long and Xu Xin went one step higher at this year's World Championships. They secured the prestigious title, beating compatriots Chen Qi and Ma Lin in 5 sets: 11-3, 11-8, 4-11, 11-4 and 11-7. Top seeds Guo Ye and Li Xiaoxia stamped their class in the women's doubles event with a convincing straight sets victory over second seeds Ding Ning and Guo Yan. With this win, they retain the title they won in Yokohama in 2009 and cement their growing reputation as the finest women's doubles pairing in the world. It's feeding time at the World Championships. Every day, Ahoy Arena Catering takes care of lunch and dinner for about 1,800 players, trainers, staff members and volunteers at the event.
It's a really big operation here. Every day we have almost 1,800 people for lunch and for dinner. It's really a busy job and a lot of work.
Experts ensured the nutritional value met players' expectations. So, what was for lunch today then?
Chicken curry with rice.
Potatoes, macaroni and meat. The food is very good. It's very healthy. Really good.
I think so far it's been good variation.
We have fish, we have chicken, we have beef, and we have also pork. They can choose, and it's not a problem. We are here, we wash the dishes. It has a capacity of 2,600 plates in 1 hour. That's really a lot. Normally they're working with 5 people.
I think it's perfect for athletes. It's delicious.
We have one part of the kitchen here. Here they're preparing the hot stuff. The other side, they are preparing there the salads, the bread, and the cheese and the desserts. In 1 week, we have 7,000 bananas and 135,000 kilos of everything. It's all the food. It's a big operation.
Time for another break in the show. But before that, here's a quick fact on the World Championships. Based on the world rankings published after the Rotterdam event, there will be 28 direct entries to the 2012 London Olympic Games, each for the men's and women's singles competitions. These are limited to a maximum of 2 entries from any one country and subject to final approval by its National Olympics Committee. So, apart from the 5 titles up for grabs in Rotterdam, the focus was also on the precious automatic qualifying spots for London next year. We'll have an update of that list at the end of the show. Back after the break with all the action from the men's singles final.
I'm Timo Boll and this is Table Tennis World.
Welcome back to the show as we head back to the Ahoy Arena in Rotterdam for the men's singles final. And Chinese dominance yet again prevailing in the men's singles competition. In the final, defending champion Wang Hao faced the challenge of Chung Chi-Ke, the current world number 3. Despite coming into this event in good form and as the new leader in the world rankings, Wang's journey to the final was not an easy one. He was stretched in the early rounds of the tournament before breezing past Jun Mizutani in the quarter-final in straight sets. Wang then beat compatriot Ma Long in the semi-final in 6 games to move closer to defending his world crown. Chung Chi-Ke's impressive form this season has seen him steadily rise to number 3 in the world rankings. And he continued his fine form in Rotterdam with convincing wins in the early rounds before being stretched to 6 games in the quarter-final by compatriot Wang Liqin. He then maintained his outstanding form in the semi-final to beat Timo Boll by 4 games to 1. Chung made the better start and took game 1 12-10 despite some pressure late in the game by Wang. Confident Chung clinched the second game, but in the third Wang Hao responded and the gap was down to 1 game. In game 4 neither player could establish command and at 7-all Chung looked good to steer ahead.
7-8.
And Zhang coming all the way back. There's Wang in blue, Zhang in red. Sort of close into the body and Wang nets it. Not that difficult of a shot, so he will be beside himself. Opportunity now here for Zhang.
But Wang wasn't done just yet.
9-8.
And Zhang catching the back of the table. So lucky break for him. As he eases ahead, 9-8. Off the change of pace. And, oh, would you look at that. So both of these players, uncharacteristic errors on the third ball attack. Wang just sort of pushing the ball into the same spot. And would you believe it? The same mistake again. Look at that. Top of the net. Playing very conservative, both these players. Wang, opportunity for 1-point lead, and there it is. Well, sloppily played towards the end.
On to a vital 5th game, the match level at 2-2. We join the action at 4-all in game 5.
And you can see Wang that time just pushing the ball, and he'll be talking to himself for that. So both these guys a little bit tentative. And a little bit too aggressive with that shot is Wang. Zhang with an opportunity here. He leads 6-4. And, well, talk about an opportunity going by the wayside. Wang at full stretch. He's got him. Pinned to the back of the court. Beautiful wraparound shot. Catching the top of the net. Wang will consider himself lucky. An opportunity there for Zhang. Off the high topspin roller by Wang. And again.
5 game points, but he needed just 1.
And sweeping forehands traded by both these guys, but it is Zhang who takes advantage.
Chung's 2-game cushion restored. Chung then moved ahead 5-2 in game 6. With momentum on his side, Chung was nearing gold when he reached 10-5. Advantage Chung Chi-Ke.
And Zhang on the cusp of an easy win here. Off the table. He would love to have that one back. Eastern pinhold grip on display there. 10-6. Into the net again. And this has been the problem with both these guys. With the game on the line, suddenly going into a shell. And you can see the tentativeness again of Zhang. So Wang now. Let's see if he can step through. Yes, he does. Wang doing a great job of pinning Zhang back to the far end of the table. And on it goes.
All 5 match points saved by Wang Hao. Was this going into a deciding 7th game?
Can he salvage it? All the way back to 10-10 now. Off the court it goes. Well, Wang just has to hold his nerve here. Down the right-hand tram line it goes. There's that whipping backhand. And you can see wrong footing Zhang again. So Zhang up against it and swings through it. Look at that. That was caused by the spin of Wang. So Wang clutch in his comeback. Oh dear. That one up in his eyes. Watch this return by Zhang. Scathing forehand topspin shot. Well, that set up nice and fat for him. So Zhang, the tables have turned. Slow response of Wang to get over to the ball. Oh yes, that will do it. So Zhang is the champion. The Chinese finished 1-2, but it is Zhang who steps through. And look at that response. He defeats Wang. Let's check it out again.
A magnificent and emotional end to the GAC Group World Table Tennis Championships in Rotterdam. China's Chen Qike deservedly crowned the new world champion. With matters concluded in Rotterdam, the new world rankings are out. And here's a look at who's gained direct entry to the London Olympic Games from amongst the top 20 world-ranked players. Wang Hao and Chen Qike fill China's allocation for direct entry, while Timo Boll and Dmitry Ovcharov take Germany's spots. Other notable qualifiers include Korea's Ju Si-hyuk and Oh Sang-yoon, Japan's Jun Mizutani, Belarus's Vladimir Samsonov, and Singapore's Gao Ning. China's 2 spots in the women's competition went to Li Xiaxia and Guo Yang. Also making the cut are Singapore's Feng Tianwei and Wang Yuegu, Japan's Kasumi Ishikawa and Ai Fukuhara, Korea's Kim Kyung-ah and Park Mi-young. Go to ITTF.com for the full provisional list of direct qualifiers for the 2012 London Olympic Games. That's about all we have in this edition of Table Tennis World. In the next episode, we'll bring you highlights from the ITTF Pro Tours in Brazil and China, and also all the action from the Volkswagen China vs World Team Challenge in Shanghai. Hope you've enjoyed the show. Till next time, goodbye.